kick back, relax, we speak facts, so tune in. Tell a friend to tell a friend, they let them know it's going down on 101 TK Radio. It's going down 101 TKO Radio. Yeah. We back, man. It's another Tuesday night. Everything good, everything right. It's the program, man.
Everything good, gravy.
Yeah. On 101 TKO Radio. Y'all already know what's going on. It's the People's Plug, man. You know, this your man, Iyah Wise. I got my dog with me per usual.
You just been.
Yeah, you understand me.
You just telling the truth, dog.
Telling the truth from our perspective. You understand? Everybody got their own perspective, but it's our perspective. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's do it. King Larry. Free.
Yeah, man, they free. Well, they ain't free, Larry, but they free.
Yeah. Free.
I mean, he got a pardon. Trump pardon him.
Yeah.
That was big for Trump, man.
On this,
Yay.
yeah, Ye had a whole hand in that, a big hand in that. Yeah.
And shout out Larry for fighting it long and not giving up, man.
Hell of a fight. If I'm not mistaken, where he went in like late 70s, mid to late 70s.
I mean, Larry ain't free. He still got all that time, that state time.
Yeah, he got state time.
I'm sure he can get some of that back. Hopefully he can get some of that back. For real.
It kind of make you wonder.
He should be able to get the rest of that back. For real.
I mean, the man
should be like 10 times served.
Come on, bro.
He should be able to get the rest of that back. It should be like, yeah.
He'd have had way more chain gang life than he'd have had street life.
Yeah, for sure.
And probably half of that chain gang life been in Supermax.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that would be it for Trump, though.
Yeah.
You know.
You said it right. That would be it for Trump.
Yeah, I mean, like he did the right thing.
Yeah, he did the right thing. He did the right thing.
What I mean?
It's just like, but he could have did the right thing the last time around, 8 years ago.
Yeah, but, you know, how many presidents
did it right?
Didn't sing. You see what I'm saying? So, and like,
he probably like that scene from Life when, you know what I mean, when Martin drove the buddy to the bus station, he seen the afros in the boom box, and he looking like, what the hell going on out here?
No, know what I'm trying to tell you.
God almighty.
Know what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Obama rep Chicago, and he ain't do it.
Nah, for sure.
Shout out him.
No, shout out Trump.
All
again. Yeah, doing that. Man, shout out Larry. Shout out everybody involved, man. It's just a good situation.
Obama got a few
a win is a win. Huh?
Obama got a few kingpins out.
Yeah, he did.
Trump got a lot of kingpins out.
No, for sure. And it ain't like it wasn't nobody that Larry he pardoned either. I mean, it was a whole group. He pardoned probably 10 people. He gave like 10 pardons. Maybe not 10. 5, I know, at least. Like them Chrisleys that were from Atlanta. He pardoned them. Mm-hmm.
Did you see what Buddy said, though?
What?
He talked about the disparities. He was like, it's even in the prison system. Like, he said people of color, they deny a lot of things I had free access to in prison. And he was like, it ain't no different. And he said it's blatant, too.
Who said that?
The Chris
man.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the
well, shout out him for speaking
on. Yeah. And that's what I be saying. Like, that's kind of like atonement. Like, he ain't saying I ain't asked for nothing extra.
They only been gone with like a couple years, maybe.
Yeah,
like 2 years.
Yeah,
but they had like a big fraud case.
Yeah, I remember that.
What I'm saying? So it's like for millions. You see what I'm saying?
White collar crime. Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's a two-way street. I mean, he pardoned them, and it like they got pardoned that fast.
Yeah. And folks say, well, they didn't kill anybody.
I mean,
they lock you alone for dope, though. I don't care. You kill, boy. You kill a dog and get more than you will for killing a human. And you can have some drugs and you get more than you did for killing anybody.
Say that, bro.
Man, please.
It should be. Yeah. I mean, circumstance vary, scenario vary.
For getting out them numbers, buddy.
It is.
For the substances.
It is.
And the crazy part is, they the one pushing it.
They want pushing what?
the substances. What my boy say on Boys in the Hood, we ain't got no poppy fields, no airplanes, no boats, trains. How you think it's getting in here?
I mean, that's factual. That's an actual factual. I mean, but, you know, when you subject to an authority, you know, you subject to the authority. It like, I mean, the game ain't based on sympathy, so.
Man, the game based on Timothy.
On cheating. The game based on cheating. And if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah, you trying, boy.
Yeah, so.
Man.
If you ain't cheating,
It's real
trying.
like it's real like Monopoly though. Cause the person that cheated in Monopoly gonna win. Usually the person that controlling the bank in Monopoly gonna win.
No. I mean, and
Real
that's,
fact.
yeah.
Real fact.
And that's, you know, that's imitating life.
Yeah.
The person that controlling the bank winning.
Yeah, he gonna
Yeah.
win.
For sure.
I need to get a bank, boy.
So they go in there. I mean, if you need a little something, you just go.
We don't know. It ain't like they're gonna expect it. I mean, this is a bank that couldn't possibly happen. That's how the American public think. And put it on the news. It's true.
I mean, it probably the truth. It probably if you know how people be doing them runs at banks, and like that how them banks be going, like be crashing.
What you
Like
mean,
everybody
run?
start doing runs. Like
What kind of run? Put me up.
like
on
they
that.
go to all the account holders go to taking their money out of the bank.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, get my money, get my money, get my money,
They
get my
start
money.
pulling out.
Right. So, yeah, a withdrawal run. I don't know what you on. A withdrawal run. So if everybody on a withdrawal run, I mean, you got to think. I suspect probably every bank, like BOA will probably crash. Everybody just start doing a withdrawal run on them. You see what I'm saying?
And you got
They
things
like the money probably really ain't there at all.
No, and it never is because they get up to 10,000. I mean, not 10 times more virtual money than they with. Whatever they have physical, they can charge up to 10 times more than that.
Right.
Yeah, it's a game. Get money out of it. I wish
mean,
I
they
could
hold
snap
your
my
money
finger and get
and
money.
use it as a credit to somebody else. They make the interest off of that money. That's they whole. So once everybody start making withdrawal run, it's
They
like,
panic.
yeah.
I seen a video that said, for this year, the bank system it's over with. They crashing.
I don't know, the government, that's, the government just, the government was at the Bitcoin convention in Japan. So,
I mean,
and like,
Dogecoin, Trump coin, they letting you know what's going on. They coining it up.
yeah, them meme coins though. They don't really got no market cap for real, like no real stability at all. Like Bitcoin is a real,
Yeah, Bitcoin been around about 20 years.
valid coin that, and then like once the government, you know, shout out Bitcoin. Bitcoin already over 100 grand. It hadn't hit like a
Couple million at one point, didn't it?
no,
One coin wasn't worth $1 million or something?
nah. I mean, this the highest it done been.
You sure?
Yeah, but it's like at one point it was $13,000. You see what I'm saying? Like you could have bought a coin 2-3 years ago for $13,000 and it'd be worth $110,000 today. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
So
that's
you
the
talking
crazy
about
part.
A 10x, like a 9x,
You'll have to have
900% profit. Like
people that ain't got 10 grand on a non-guarantee, they scared to make that move. But that's why they say too, if you go in the stock, you need to have at least 10 to not care about.
no, I mean, I assume you want to just care about.
You should.
You want to probably just care
Well,
about it all.
It's like having 10, you don't mind losing because it's a possibility. But I'm like, if I put 10 into it, I got to get at least $1 grand out of it or something.
Try to be smart,
You
man.
know, total law.
Just try to be
Total
smart.
law. A lot of
I
folk
mean,
like that.
Netflix done did like a big jump since a couple of years. Netflix was down and then jumped like 200-300% for real.
Apple hit big about 4 or 5 years ago. I got a little small percentage on that. I did pretty good during COVID. I think it was Teladoc and Novavax, everything that had something to do with vaccines and quarantining. hit them.
That stuff was only temporary though.
Yeah, I'm
it
trying to
wasn't
say
of the future.
That starts though.
Uh-huh.
They like day trading. You got to go on, boom, boom, bam. Like start like Nike and Apple and Ford. Not even Ford. I had Ford. Ford is performing poorly, but you know Nike, Apple, Meta, them stocks like that. Them the ones you want to put into for the long haul, but you got to put a chunk into them because they ain't going nowhere. They ain't going down. Coca-Cola, one of them one. I used to be into it, man.
No, it's kind of crazy that like the government might be buying a bunch of Bitcoin though.
Yeah.
It's like almost like their defeat. You know, it was cryptocurrency was designed to not be regulated.
Everything designed
to have control of, for no governments to be involved. Just really out of criminal.
Yeah.
You know
Cartel
what I mean?
type business.
Yeah, you feel me? But
International secrecy.
I mean, once they start buying a lot of it, though, the price gonna go up even more. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like now that money stabilize it even more.
It remind me of what Andre said on the end of that song on Idlewild, Hollywood Divorce, with him, Snoop, and Big and Wayne, and he was like, all the good trends just come from some ordinary hood shit, and he said before you know it, it turned Hollywood, but that's what we do. We just gonna make up some more new cool shit. So they take Bitcoin and we might make shit coin. You know, so we gonna find something else, get around them. But that's what they do now. They take it and they assimilate it into everyday culture.
I mean, you sound like you're optimistic. I mean,
I ain't hardly ever optimistic either.
Yeah.
You
and
feel
at some point, you got to realize that it ain't much more
you can do
innovation to be done.
Shit, boy, until somebody innovate something else. That's what we be thinking, boy. We like,
it ain't much more innovation to be done. Man. Like that innovation, you got to think in the next 10, 20 years, the innovation that you're going to be looking at ain't even going to be. It ain't gonna be like
it ain't
human.
Real now. It ain't even that. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be.
We already in a computer age.
Yeah, it's gonna be Sims for real. We already seen them, but I don't know. You remember that movie Demolition Man back in the day with wasn't it Steven Seagal and the black boy? Yeah, Wesley Snipes. I call him the black boy. That was somebody's grandma. You know, the black boy. But they were living in like a virtual reality world. And when they had sex, it was like with a headset on. They had to sit there arm folded and holding hands. And they didn't use toilet paper. They used like 3 seashells and something. But that's like, they're really
seashells.
You remember the movie?
That gotta hurt. What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
I guess it was a pooper scoop. I don't know. But that's what they did. And it's like, that's what we at, man.
We ain't that using seashell.
We at the.
Like,
they got the toilet there. You know what I'm saying? They got the faucet toilet.
That ain't where we going. They got the what?
The faucet toilet. You know what I'm saying? The rich folk got the toilet that shoot the water. No,
man, that ain't for you, man.
That what Outkast was talking about on that song Synthesizer.
Yeah.
What?
Synthesizer, microwave me, give me a drug so I can make 7 babies, pump my breasts up. Can you suck the fat off to make my life look like ain't no such thing as bad luck? My nose ain't right, think I need a new one. Just take your pick of yellow, red, or black, or blue one. Virtual reality, virtual bullshit. Synthesizer preachers can reach you up in the pulpit. Who a bitch? Give me my gas so I can smoke this nigga. Tell his mama not to die because they can clone him quicker than it took his daddy to make him. I mean, he was talking about all this.
Oh, you ain't had none of that.
Dre went off, boy. Dre went off.
I ain't had none of that, but okay. I mean,
hey, Dre went off.
Dre gonna go out. We know that.
That synthesizer. That song probably one of the hardest on that album. He had some jewels in that one. But yeah, he was telling what it was going to, and it down, man. It is down. And we was always thinking the car was gonna be flying in the future. Nah, everything else flying. Everything.
Yeah. Thinking that car was gonna be flying over something big.
Yeah, we were doing
like that
too
don't
much.
even make sense.
We were doing too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you where they got it right at though. You know, on the Jetson, you see they talking to you can see the person in the screen you're talking to. And that came to fruition. Yep, Zoom, FaceTime, Google Meet, all that. Duo. It used to be Duo. I'd be watching YouTube. Gangster said when he got out of prison, he went to Walmart he was at the bus stop or something. He seen the lady talking to somebody on her phone. He said, I've been in prison 23 years. So I asked her, I said, excuse me, they can see you? And she was like, yeah. He said, they can see me? She was like, yeah. He said, I got the phone. I waved at her. He said, the dude waved back. He said, I got scared. He said, I told her, no, ma'am, I don't want nothing to do with this. That's crazy, man. The world changed so much. Like 5 years, the world done shifted.
Yeah.
It probably ain't even gonna take that long no more.
Especially that. Yeah. Around these years. The last 20 years, for sure.
Even PC. I mean, BC, what is it, AC, after
years.
COVID. It got different then.
Man, what got different?
Man, you would have told people before COVID that they had to walk around with a mask on. We would have told you to F off.
I mean, you ain't walk around with no mask on now, though.
Huh?
You ain't walk around with
Because
no
they said
mask
it was
on.
okay now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all that going in the high. Now, Atlanta kind of bucked. Atlanta didn't really curfew like that. Atlanta was wide open.
Atlanta was wide open.
But just to see the world.
LA was wide open, too, though.
Yeah.
LA was wide open.
I ain't never been to LA. That's different, though. We ain't going now. It really turned the world different. Like, people really listen. America, you always been a.
I mean, people were dying for real, too, though.
Yeah, but
they ain't I mean.
they had reports that people were dying for car accidents and they were putting COVID on the death report.
Yeah,
like, come on.
I get that. And I ain't, like, even, like, the numbers ain't important, but it, like, once you realize, like, once it hit a little close to home, you realize, like, oh, people dying for real. You see what I'm saying?
I know a few people that died from quote-unquote COVID.
Yeah. So it's like, people died. You see what I'm saying? From it. So it was like, it's clearly a real thing. I mean, but, I mean, it was a real made-up thing.
Yeah,
like,
I said people
it
died
was
from
something.
the flu.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Man, please.
Yeah.
You gonna die, boy.
Yeah, you gonna die anyway. I mean, I don't think nobody. Like it was just a weird time, dog.
You heard what my man.
It was a weird time.
You heard what my man said last week. The pandemic. What it was, Willie.
Mm-hmm.
Willie wasn't playing with my cousin. Yeah, cousin wasn't playing with him.
I mean, Big Pharma got rich.
Yeah,
like for sure.
Dr.
They
Fauci.
ran up some money. I mean, everybody did.
Who baked the
The
mask?
economy got a boost for a little while. It was fun. The pandemic was a fun time, man.
Yeah, I got fat too, boy.
It was a fun
And I'm gonna
time,
tell you,
man.
everything you write, everybody made money because they had like the warehouses that were serving the restaurants and stuff in downtown and Buckhead. They ain't had no restaurant to sell to, so they having sales on meat. We eating bison, we eating goat, we eating lamb. We just eating for no reason.
That was a fun
So,
time.
I like that. I like that. We need to bring that
It was
back.
a scary time too.
Bring back the pandemic,
It
man.
was a scary time too. You gotta think. I mean, we probably looking at it from
PPP.
a younger.
And shit that
But
mean.
you like it really scared like older people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
It did.
It scared like older
It
people.
did.
Like
I mean,
it really mentally messed them up. Like mentally, man. Like,
families getting into it if you vaccinated and you ain't vaccinated, all that type stuff.
So, yeah, it was a weird time, man.
Yeah. That was a night they got down. It was a good experiment.
No, for sure.
It was a good experiment. Yeah. And they were saying that was just really like the test run to see how much they can get away with.
Yeah, I mean,
They did good,
I
now.
think what's the name? I don't know. I get it though. I mean, I think it's population control, and it like.
Mind control.
I mean, it was population control through mind control. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it kind of like a necessary evil, maybe. It's like, bro, the world getting full. You feel me?
But
like
who's to say it's
the
full?
world getting full, man. What are you talking about? Like, you think the earth was designed for all of this?
Yeah.
All these buildings that we done
No,
built
but
on
see,
it,
no.
all of the earth that we
But-
done moved, all of the pollution that's in the water, like.
Okay.
Like,
the earth is
All people walking
full,
around on here?
I don't think the people, if it were just people, wouldn't be no problem.
but it ain't just people.
I know.
I mean, the animals.
No, I'm saying if it was just natural stuff,
Oh,
just the stuff that God ordained instead of the stuff that it's too much man-made stuff out
That's
here.
what I'm trying to tell
okay,
you.
I get you.
You see
Because
what
they
I'm
say
saying?
New York's sinking.
right.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah.
That
But
is
but you can't-
crazy.
I mean, the ground ain't like it's the ground. Like,
It can't hold but so much.
Yeah, like
And that's just
For real.
that's man and greed, man. You know, but the earth gonna be here. The earth ain't going nowhere. The earth gonna do. You know, like the ice age, the stone age, and all these different ages. It gonna come a time where everything they gonna wipe itself. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start over. I believe. I don't know when it's gonna happen. And then, you know, the Bible say God promised He wouldn't do nothing like that again. But come on, bro. It happen every day. Volcanoes still erupt. Villages being lost. And you know the lava create new land and new ground and new. It's just the earth taking care of itself. You know what I mean?
The earthquake what?
Huh?
The earthquake what?
No, you know, like when the volcanoes and stuff when they erupt and the magma or whatever harden over, there, how islands are created. They say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the earth recreate itself.
I mean, yeah, kind of not, but yeah.
Yeah. Because then you got to think like how Dr. Sebi say, if you go full alkaline, whatever, in your toxins in your body that's killing you, your body going to eat it up. It's going to heal itself because you.
No, for sure.
I think the earth the same way. It'll clean itself in time.
Yeah, but that could be also like hitting the reset button. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to reset.
Hey, look, like we too sick. We got to just start over.
Detox. They don't get.
Or it could be something like catastrophic happening. It ain't even just the earth just sick. It's due. You see what I'm saying?
A lot of time,
like,
man-made catastrophes too. Cause man be trying. Man, you know what I mean?
Man, what you talking about? That? What catastrophe?
Like okay, boom, you got atomic bombs. You know what I'm saying? You got nuclear bombs.
I mean nukes. That's
You got
what you really scared of nukes.
no, you got COVID, man-made. God ain't did that.
Yeah, but COVID ain't got nothing on no nuke. I mean,
You
go
sure?
They go to hit these buttons, bro. It's over.
Man, look at how
They
many.
go to hit these buttons.
Look at how many people
over.
died in Hiroshima versus how many people died
Them
from
one
COVID.
nukes.
Yeah, well,
No, them one nukes.
what they hitting Hiroshima with?
Those atomic bombs.
Nukes, atomic, same thing.
No, no, it ain't.
So they ain't never used no nukes, huh?
No, ain't nobody use no nuclear
No,
weapon yet.
I'm talking about period.
No, ain't nobody use no
Man,
nuclear
see,
weapon.
come on, man, this is why I don't like to go. Why you keep threatening to use them then? That's why I couldn't be nobody president. Oh, we got nukes, use them.
Okay. And you can't turn back from them.
I know you can't, but see, this is my thing.
And everybody gonna die.
This is my thing.
Everybody.
Who gonna risk that?
I mean, some people, you gotta think.
I mean, you gonna die too. Mm-hmm. What is you gonna gain from blowing up the whole world? What is you gonna gain?
It like once you hit your button, I gotta hit mine. We can't stop each other. So you hit your button, mine, they gonna hit theirs. Like it over with. You send somebody that don't take them on one person to just get
Ain't
mad
nobody gonna hit though.
and hit their button.
Ain't nobody gonna hit, boy. Folks
okay.
scared to die. These folks scared to die.
I
You
don't
think
think
these
so.
folks that built Dubai want to risk all that? You think they want to throw away all that on the ego? Because it's all ego.
I mean, I would hope not.
And I think that's why.
I would hope not.
That's why they ain't letting these women folk be a president either. Because the women folk, they'll hit that button. The women will hit that button, boy.
Lord have mercy.
The women will hit that button.
How you go into that? Like
Because they will. They will. Boy, them women will hit that. Boy, please. Oh, you sit. All right. Bam. But Madam President, we out. So?
Man, shut up.
They ain't gonna hit that button, boy. I ain't lying. Them women gonna hit that button.
We got a shout out to you. Said Iowa for president.
You see what I'm saying? What the next election date? 2028. 2028, Iowa for president, man. You understand me? Talking about a nuke, man. That's all that shit is fear. It's fear tactic, man.
I would hope so.
I believe so.
I hope so. Like,
So I wonder who all got nukes. I know we got them.
Everybody.
Russia got them. China got them.
everybody got them.
They say Iran
I mean,
got them.
yeah, not everybody got them, but I mean, the people that got them spread out to the point where like they ain't just here. Like I got some O2.
I got some.
I
I
got
got
some
some that can touch you
pointing
before
at
you can touch me.
Right. You know what I mean?
But you got to think too, though.
All right, we setting them up.
If everybody
strategically.
else got them, strategic, America got them too. That's why we put all them bases in Africa and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know, they said we went from like 21 bases in Africa to like 4. Like we got 4. I ain't gonna say we. America got 4. I ain't claiming this shit. America got 4 bases in Africa versus, I think after 9/11 they had like 20 something. Africans ain't playing. They getting them out of there. Get out of here.
No.
And they should, cause they getting the Africans.
Yeah, I just watched the video. What buddy name was?
Ibrahim Traore.
Torre.
Traore, that's my
Traore.
hero right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I like buddy.
Yeah.
I like buddy. He about our age too. I
He's
think he about
34.
two. Yeah.
Nah, he 34.
You understand me? Every time you see him, he got on the camouflage with the wop on.
With the green beret.
Yeah,
hat.
I mean the green beret. You understand me? He about real. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's what we need to
Yeah,
see.
he on 10 for real.
And then he like, I think he combining his country with Mali and Niger. You know what I mean? To make like a little superpower on West Africa side. But he want to make a United States of Africa. And like we do, I think it's like 54, 56 countries of Africa. Like man, we stand better together. But that's what
But
you know. That's what Bin Laden, Gaddafi, what my other man name is from not Libya. Dang, I can't remember. But they tried to make their own currency. I think it was gonna be called the dinar, and they wanted to trade oil and they stuff because they were like, "This really our resource. Why we got to trade it in a foreign currency?" But you know, of course, that gonna take the dollar down. That gonna take the yen down. That gonna take the euro down, and they don't want that because the little OPEC thing that control the oil. They signed a treaty that saying oil can only be traded in the dollar. Ain't that crazy?
I mean, just make it easier
But for who?
for whoever.
No,
Just
it don't. No.
Yeah,
Listen,
just like make it one band, one sound.
no, listen.
I mean, I get it.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
Let's check it out. Let's say strawberries in high demand, right? You got the largest strawberry farm in the world, but they come to you and say, "Hey, we got some clientele for these strawberries. We're gonna rock with you, but you can only sell your strawberries in the money that we make." That ain't fair.
I mean, what's the difference? You just get the money converted. Like,
No, but I'm saying that ain't fair. That ain't fair to people that got other money. Cause when they get their money converted, they gonna lose probably a third of what they would originally had.
not necessarily. You only gonna lose with. You don't lose at all, actually.
Yes,
don't
you
lose
do.
like it's worth what it's worth. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Like the worth of it, what it's worth.
No.
So it like
Jamaican money is not worth American money.
yeah, I mean the values. Like, hey, if let's just say $1, $1 is worth 5 pesos. Like that don't mean that this 5 pesos worth less. It's just that 5 pesos, $1. They worth what they worth. You see what I'm saying? But that's the whole point. But you know, the pound worth more than $1. So, okay, the pound.
So why not trade it in pounds?
I mean that it's just about lobbying. So the U.S. done lobbied
They ain't do
the
they do.
OPEC more. They done gave more donations to OPEC clearly
Right.
to say, hey, we just gonna trade because you know you want you want your currency
To be the biggest?
to be the standard.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Look, we're going to take a little break. We're going to come back because you mentioned lobbies, and I won't talk about these lobbies, man, because that's the way you get stuff done. Voting ain't it, but lobbying, that's what's
Lobbying,
going on.
yeah, for sure.
It's Program Man 101 Take Care Radio. We'll be back in a minute. I ain't went the day up. Day 3rd. Call a Sick come out Friday.
I just seen it. Their tour just posted today.
Oh, it tour just posted.
Yeah.
I ain't got you on now camera myself.
Tour
Hey
just
man, we
posted
back in this thing at 101 TKO Radio. This the program. You understand me? I'm your host, Iyah Wise. I got my dog
bigger.
with me.
Nobody bigger.
No, ain't nobody big. Big Flick. Who you at? Tell me who you is. What you doing?
What you been, honey, man?
That's
Circle
all.
bag, man.
Swear to tell the truth. Nothing but the truth and the whole truth, according to us. Shout out to my cousin Carlos Perry in the chat. What's going on, cousin?
Wow.
Yeah. We were talking about lobbyists before we left.
Run.
Huh? No, he ain't on the run. Cuz clean cut. Cuz got a business. We gotta get Cuz on here. He'll bend in everything. You remember?
Really, nigga?
Folk Valley Land Shark, man. I'm gonna shout him out. Not Folk Valley Land Shark. He got a landscaping business. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he do pretty good. Cuz went to Afghanistan, like, you know how they do the little civilian work or whatnot.
In contract.
Yeah. Good contract. Good contract. And in fact, Cuz was in the military too. I want to say he was in the Air Force. I don't remember. If I'm wrong, let me know. But shout out to you. Thank you for your service, my man.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, we were talking about the lobbyists. That's the way to get things done, I think. You got to buy a politician. Them votes on. You know what I mean? Votes is just like, do you love me? Check yes or no. That's a vote. You got to buy these folks, man.
Man, you know what the real golden rule is, right?
What?
The man who has the gold.
Oh, you make the rule.
Make the rules. You know what I mean?
And he who make the rule, break the rule.
Like that. I mean, so that's the real golden rule. The man with the gold make the rules. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, you know, power. It's a power stroke out here. You control. I mean, everything like that though, man. The mob controls cities, or I mean, politicians. Everything. I mean, everything about power and influence. And the best way to get power and influence is through
manipulation.
U.S. currency and
I'm
blackmail.
I'm gonna tell you, why they call it blackmail? We ain't like that. They should call that shit white mail.
I mean, probably should. I mean,
but listen, you say the man with the gold make the rule, right?
Mm-hmm. Man with the gold make the rule.
That gotta be a European proverb, because you really think about it, ain't no gold in Europe, ain't no gold in Asia. It's a little gold in America. All the gold in Africa. They ain't making their own rule. No, we were just talking about, like, they got to trade their natural resources in somebody else's currency because somebody said so. A coalition said so.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky situation, I guess.
I know. Shit ain't
no, I mean, the resources there, but they don't really, I mean, all the mining companies from other continents, European continents or whatever.
And that's what Ibrahim
North
doing
American continents or whatever. So it's like, but you know, it's like why?
Why?
Like why? Like y'all, but they the ones that work it. You see what I'm saying? The companies own.
No, they don't. They don't work it.
You never seen citizens of
the
those,
village. Oh yeah, okay.
They
my
the
bad,
ones
my
that
bad.
work it. They the ones that doing the mining.
My bad. You
for
right.
sure.
You're
yeah,
right.
they working for $1 a day.
I thought you meant the outside of work. They don't work nothing.
No, I'm talking about them. Like they what I'm saying. The
right.
residents, the ones that work it. So it's like
they need to be controlling the.
So why? But why they don't? You see what I'm saying? And then like, okay, I mean.
That's the part I be wanting to know why. Like, I mean, why?
So it's stuff a lot trickier than we can imagine. Dog.
It's like,
you know what I mean. I mean, it sounds like though. I told you probably you think black people superheroes, and it just ain't like that.
But we like super gullible too, though. You know, like the same way it's in our nature to be helping and to be like we try to appease other cultures and be like. Yeah, come on, you get a piece of the we'll help you, and everybody else be like, we got to get what we can get and get out the way, or get what we can get and control it. I think that's because by us coming from a place where everything was of abundance, we had enough to share, whereas a lot of different lands and different places,
I don't think that's
the resources were scarce.
I think the truth is, like the resources that even like that cobalt gold or uranium, platinum, or whatever. Those resources that at the time, like we knew, well, they knew that they was there, and they knew how to get it out, mine it or whatever, but they ain't know what to do with it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they ain't know what to do. They ain't know how to make money from it.
They ain't had a game.
So these folks came and said, "Hey, look, I can make some money from this." You see what I'm saying?
And they probably
I can put some money in y'all pocket.
Yeah, they probably were thinking it was square business too.
Yeah,
and it ain't never square business.
And it ain't square business. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And but see, they go back to my theory. Like, you got to think, man, we might be like godly people. Like, we didn't mind sharing it because, like, okay, well, if we can help, we gonna help. That's what we like to help. But we got brainwashed into help everything except each other. Don't help yourself.
I mean, even listening to the brother who was just on my Torre, but you know, he just was running some number. I was just watching one of his speeches, and he was just running a number down, talking about like how, like I think he running 22 numbers down or 23 numbers down. He was like just the billions of dollars that these companies made and how much they paid out, like how much, over there, like the billions of dollars that these companies made, like $5-6 billion. They probably paid $50-60 million in taxes or to the
film.
You see, just fractions of the money. You see what I'm saying? Or 300,
small percentage.
fractions, like for real. And then like, and I mean, I can see that I hurt, but even with that, I'm saying like, what y'all did with that? What they did with that money though? You see what I'm saying? Even with that 50-60 million, what did y'all do? Where that money went? You see what I'm saying? And why these people, why these miners still out here working for $1 a day?
Because
you see what I'm saying?
That's all the company getting them.
Yeah, then, but I mean, they still just pay taxes to the state or to the country or whoever. You see what I'm saying? They pay taxes.
A lot of the country be tied in with the rebel group.
Okay, you feel me?
But you know, I'm gonna give you a flip side of that. You know, Muammar Gaddafi. I don't know if you ever checked out the fact. I think we talked about him a couple shows ago. Like, he was really putting on for his country, and Obama led the charge to kill him. Like, this man, he had free health care, he had free education. If they didn't have the study that you wanted to study, that government would pay for you to go abroad and learn it. But the catch was you got to come back and apply the trade to your country. You got to help your country.
But what is? I mean, there's other countries that offer free health care and free education. Canada, Denmark.
What African want to go to Canada or Denmark?
No, I'm just saying, period. I'm just saying there's other countries in this world that offer these
but see,
treat their citizens like
they Caucasian-based countries, though. The world ain't got no problem with that. But once the Africans start doing it, it's a problem.
Okay.
Once
you think that's just like the sole problem?
Yeah, once the Africans start exhibiting, okay.
So maybe I'm saying, just being real. So you think Gaddafi was exempt of everything else, and that was like the sole reason? That was the root cause.
Gaddafi ain't done nothing more wronger than Putin.
No, I ain't.
Obama, Trump, Biden,
maybe not. And everybody
Bush.
Want everybody dead.
Huh?
And everybody want everybody dead.
The rest of these niggas living unless they died from natural causes. See what I'm saying? He was assassinated.
I mean,
they did. What my boy name?
I ain't trying to.
And I ain't saying he right.
I'm just saying. Do we really know? Do we really know? Like, are you saying Obama did?
He the president that took credit for killing them.
You talking about Obama, dog?
I don't care. I don't care if it's Obama, his mama, no drama. Right. Yeah. If he did, he did. He took credit for doing it. He was proud of that.
Right. So, I mean, he clearly felt like he was warranted in it. You see what I'm saying?
Because he had to do what America told him to do. Okay. Everybody got a job to do.
Everybody got a job.
You got to carry out your order. Matter of fact, since we were talking about brother Ibrahim, you see
what they said that the reasoning was behind.
They always say the reason is he oppressing his people. They killing babies. They whoop the wham. But in the meanwhile,
he ain't guilty of none of that.
Okay,
I'm asking.
He might be.
Okay.
But he didn't physically do it. That's just like saying, okay, whoever was the president when Tamir Rice got killed by the police, that's a government agency, they guilty of it. Why they ain't guilty?
No, they is.
See what I'm saying?
That's how we feel about it. They is.
Did anybody come here and assassinate them?
I mean, when you look at the police, you look at the police as the government. So
Absolutely.
all the way up and down.
Absolutely. But the president is not dying because a kid got killed.
No, because them folks choose to mind their business.
Huh?
Other countries choose to mind their own business.
The other countries that know they ain't got no say-so. And we shouldn't have no say-so.
They choose to mind their own business. They business, like what we got going on over here ain't they business.
Because I was looking at this Mexican cat on TikTok, and he was like, black people wonder, is it safe in Mexico? And he was like, well, I can tell y'all one thing. Everybody, all the police look like me, and I don't have to worry about getting my head blown off at a traffic stop because I look a certain way. He said, that thing you ain't got to worry about.
Well,
in Mexico.
I don't know that to be true.
Well, that's what the man said. We don't know what we know about the other countries to be true because it's who's telling it. But
I
what
mean,
I'm saying is
that too. I mean, yeah.
So, and what I'm saying is,
I mean, maybe my timidness lie from
we're gonna get a bias
narrative
because how it's being
right.
reported.
You feel me?
Just like we were talking about Ibrahim. The American general that they using to go after him, right? Black dude, he look like me and you. He out on the press conference talking about, oh, he's evil and the scum of the earth and he's oppressing and doing all this and redressing and you know how they do.
You talking about Torre?
Yeah, that's what Buddy, the black dude, was saying about Troy. That's he the Colin Powell of today's time.
Boy, where he from? This is American.
Yeah, he American.
Oh, okay.
5-star general.
Oh, okay.
Straight out the Pentagon. You know how they do.
Oh, the same dude that was doing the Diddy, the press conferences and stuff. You remember they had the military.
He's at Diddy party.
Man, no, the press conferences. Man,
I'm about to say, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
The same dude that was doing like the press conferences and stuff. He was from the military. Like the dude that did the original press conference on Diddy sex trafficking, all of that right there in New York. Man, from the military.
I don't think that's him. I think the dude you talking about.
The young black dude.
Oh, this dude, the older cat. Like he active. He still.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this dude.
This dude, man, still had he ranked
up.
up.
What his name is?
Bald head dude.
Bald head dude. You know all of them bald head.
That was him. I'm telling you, that same dude.
But he don't play.
And he supposed to be like the new, Colin Powell. He supposed to be the ambassador or something,
that's
or
what they do, man.
the general or something.
I want to say his name Michael something. Last name start with an S. But that's what they do. But they gonna send you after you. Cause you know how to be. Oh, he's hip. He understands the language. He know the lingo. And man, he don't know nothing about it.
Got nothing to do with that.
He probably got.
It's just same what you were talking about, buddy. The same thing you just talking about what the Mexican said about somebody that look like somebody, so it make it easier to deal with. So if he's saying that, it make it, the Pharaoh skin, the Pharaoh hue don't care anyway.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But if
for
you us, it like, okay.
It's the general. You could probably type in the general that's after
I think he like a major corporal or something. Yeah, he like a.
It might be American general versus Burkina Faso president, something like that. Yeah, man. It's a double-edged sword. Not double standard.
No,
it's a double standard, man.
It's just double-edged. That's what it is.
You know my philosophy. Give me 200 a year, no impunity. Let's see who come out. Let's see how I look then. Give me 200 a year.
200 years of what?
What you mean of what? Of what we had 400 of? I need my leg back.
Man, you ain't got no leg to get back, dog.
Shit me? Boy, please. But please.
Before they took all the legs, they gone for real. I mean, we still, of course, we got memory in our DNA and our genetics. Like DNA ain't nothing but memory, so we definitely suffer from some trauma.
I know people.
Generations.
I knew a lady and a man whose parents were slaves. You feel me? My great grandma, my great granddad, 1903 and 1900. Then when they were born. You got to think they parents probably born 30, 40 years before them, 20 years before them. Them folk know what it was like, but them folk that stuff.
Nah, for sure.
That stuff come with you.
Nah, for sure.
That stuff come with you, bro.
I'm sure that you probably deal with that. We all deal with some form of the trauma of it because it's definitely in us.
Because you're being raised in a manner of from their experiences. So I'm gonna make sure that little boy gonna teach his little boy a little bit of what they got.
Yeah, but the generation you from so far removed from that, it's like, but that still don't. Know what I'm saying? It still don't excuse that. It's definitely probably some trauma that's stuck in your DNA.
But
that you still feel the pain of it.
They want you to think you so far removed, though.
I mean, you is.
No,
like your parents didn't raise you. Like
listen.
You was raised in the same.
Listen, cause that's the trick, though. If we so far removed from slavery, why they ain't so far removed from the Confederate flag and the Civil War? Them folks will fight you tooth and nail about a flag and a water they ain't had nothing to do with.
That's just the symbolism of the racism.
But not
so
to them.
They don't want to let it
not
go.
To them. To them, it's their heritage.
Right.
It don't mean it ain't got nothing.
That's their memory.
It ain't. But no, listen. To them, it ain't got nothing to do with race. It's just our ancestors died for this. Yes, your ancestors died to have slaves. However you want to slice it, that's what it was.
So what they supposed to hate their ancestors?
Yes.
You think? You think they supposed? Oh my God.
They are. If you're righteous and you don't like evil, you gotta denounce your ancestors.
You think denouncing or hating somebody make you righteous?
Huh? You think preserving somebody that was clearly evil makes you righteous?
Oh no, I ain't saying to preserve them, but I'm asking you want them to hate them, and you saying yeah.
No, I don't want you to hate them. I want you to condemn them.
I mean,
I understand them, your folks, but your folks taught you wrong. They made
you ever gonna condemn? Would you condemn your folk if you felt like your folk did something wrong and you would condemn them?
I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna give you a story. I mean, we talked about this before. Me and my white partner at work. We was talking about the Carmelo Anthony situation when it first happened. I was like, bro, a good praying
black. They need to free that boy.
I was like, a good praying black mama, when them police knock on her door and say your child wanted for murder, she gonna turn her child in. See what I'm saying? A lot of them gonna turn their child in. Cause they believe in righteousness and whatever. Them white folks ain't finna turn their children in.
No, and I can't say I necessarily blame them either, Doc. And
there's
some black folk that ain't gonna turn in their son either.
They ain't righteous.
Yeah, so know what I'm saying? You talking about being righteous. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what you think righteous is? It's hating your parents?
No, it ain't hating your parents. Righteous is doing right. If he wanted and he did something wrong, the right thing would be to turn him in.
I was on one.
See what I'm saying? Well, when that boy got rolled up in that mat, his folks, if they knew what happened, they should have turned him in. Instead, they covered it what he did. That ain't
I don't know. I mean,
I know.
I get it. I understand that sentiment is the difficult one, but
it is.
You ain't gonna turn KK in.
Yes,
like,
I mean.
If she make a dumb decision young in life, and then like you talking about high school students, they do something crazy.
Man,
somebody
get murdered.
Foul play. Yeah, somebody end up unalive.
Hey man,
and then like you think you really gonna be like, well, I gotta turn mine in. You feel me?
Somebody lost their baby, and their baby didn't have to
and
get
you turning yours in, ain't gonna bring their baby back.
No, it's not gonna bring their baby back, but mine still walking around thinking they done got away with something with the opportunity to do it again, because that's a lot of times they have a murderer that go free, they murder again.
That can be true.
See what I'm saying? That so you harvesting a problem. Like you got to teach them better.
That's still your seed though.
It is.
I mean, I'm just saying I can understand why they for like you gonna fight for yours. You see what I'm saying? You gonna fight for yours, right or wrong. I mean, that's the saying. Like I'm riding for mine, right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah, cause you will, man, and you gonna pray that that just was a misstep, or you know what I mean? Like maybe mine ain't a monster, and this just something that happened.
That was just gonna be my next thing. These people know when they children be monsters, and they be in denial, and then it create more monstrosities. You hear me?
But I mean, you can't. That's what I'm talking about. Like you can't. I get it that you know, I be saying, like, I get it that we want to be like, oh, everything, like, that's racist. They just being racist. And a part of it is, but what I'm saying is, like, a part of it just human. Like, a part of it just human nature is just like, no, you gonna fight for yours, too. Like, you going to the wild shore, too, now.
I'm going to tell you why it's
You see
human
what I'm
nature.
saying?
Because we don't know. All we know is Americanism. We don't know how Chinese people act. We don't know how Japanese folk act. We don't know how Mongolians act. The world to us is in these 50 states because that's all we know. Just like when I hear people saying this is the best place in the world and they ain't never been nowhere else, I was like, oh, shut up. You ain't never been nowhere else. How you know?
I mean, that can be true.
So it's like okay, boom. It's really kind of.
I mean, in other places, we can't even have these conversations that we having now.
Because
you like you talking about like Japan and China and stuff. Like you can't even be on air talking about the government crazy. You see what I'm saying? You can't be giving your train where you wild. Like you think you can be doing all that over there? Man, them folk, that's punishable. That's treason. That's punishable by death over there. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean. Bro, it's two-way streets, bro. It's like sometimes you gotta take this. You gotta roll with these punches, man. For real.
Man, when you the only one getting hit, damn them punches. You want to throw some too. You know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we ain't the only one getting hit, but we definitely get hit the most.
Getting hit the most, boy. And they can't hit back. That's the problem. It ain't getting hit. It just give me. If I can hit back, and it's just a fair fight, cool. But you can't do that.
Get hit the most.
But I had KK on Soldier Slim yesterday. On that soldier life mentality. Cause I was just educating them like, you know, I know a lot of your best girls, they are the Caucasian persuasion, but you got to understand, it's going to be time where they may step out of line. And when they step out of line, you might need to put them back in line respectfully. Because, you know, they'll say some slick shit and don't really, they just, what they do. You have to check it. I don't want my baby out here.
Who you talking about?
Huh?
Who you talking about?
KK.
How?
9.
Man, I want the people. What you talking about? I want the people to hear what you talking about.
In. No.
You telling me that you listen? What you saying? Listen to yourself.
I put on the Soldier Slim.
Yeah, for what reason?
On the Soldier Life Mentality song.
So she can do what?
So she can know how to maneuver out here in this world.
At 9 years old, you want her to check her white friends.
Yep. No, listen.
Wow.
Listen. Not my brother. My mama said my brother was in 2nd grade, right? This had to be like 81, 82.
But listen to what age you take. Look at what year you talking about, bro.
I don't care if it's 82 or
22. This ain't the 80s and the 90s, bro. We in 25,
and
bro.
they still acting the same, bro.
Not technically. Not technically, bro. It's I mean, it's a little bit more discretionary now. Like you can't.
Ain't. Now under this new regime, it ain't. You don't read the comment section? Come on, man. But, you know, the song with Slim was saying, black man kill a black man is cool. They loving that. Black man kill a white man, they sentence him to death. White man kill a black man, they talk about self-defense, break it down to manslaughter. They got all the evidence.
I mean, how many, just a question, like how many, and we don't know the real numbers on it, but I'm just saying, like, from your perspective, how many white kids, like we saying, 10 and under right now. 10 and under, 9 and under, for a matter of fact. 9 and under. How many of these kids, so if 9 years old, they were born in 16, right? 16 or later.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
born 15, yeah.
Right. So, how many of these, like, white kids you think that actually heard, like, the N-word from their parents?
A lot of them.
In, like, a negative way.
A lot. Okay. The situation.
Oh, give me like a percentage on what you think. Like a lot of them could be.
I say, to be fair, about 35-40%. That's a high number.
I don't think it's quite that high.
You remember the incident that happened last month?
And just to be, I don't think it's that high. But let's just say at 35%. I mean, 30. You still 35, 65. Back in the 80s or whenever when you was talking about Chuck, it probably, what you thought the number would have been then?
Probably 9-10.
You see what I'm saying?
5% is too much.
So it's like that, huh?
5% is too much. But listen what I'm saying.
Oh my,
last week,
man,
5% is too much. Last month when that white lady called that little black boy a nigger on that playground holding her little white baby, what you think that white baby gonna grow up to do? Call niggas niggas.
How old the white lady was?
She was a grown lady.
How old she was? No?
I don't care. She was grown. That was a child. It was a 5-year-old child. Talking about he stealing out her bag. He don't know no better. But anyway, hey, hold up. We got to take another break, man. We going to come back to this because no. My mama said hey, too. Hey, mama. Hey, man, it's the program, 101 TKO Radio. We going to be back. Y'all stay in here. Huh?
I used to be bumping that blad when
Yeah.
I first heard it.
I remember you put me on. I ain't never check him out. We back up in this thing, man. 101 TKO Radio, man, presents the program, and I am your host, Iyah Wise.
For sure. Just been on it for sure.
Yeah, man. You know, I've been working on my my media voice. You know what I'm saying? Me.
Okay.
I ain't got it.
I mean, for real.
Working on my Brian
I
Gumbo.
can see the effort.
Yeah. I got a quiet storm voice too, but this ain't even the show for that.
Man,
You
chill
understand
out.
me? Hey, I'm ready, man.
Hey, yo.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey, yo.
Where we was at, man? We've been all over the place, but we've been in everywhere, somewhere, nowhere. Where we was at? We were talking about you were fussing at me. Oh, cause I told you I'm teaching mine eye for an eye. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. No, that is not what that was.
Yeah, well,
That was not what that was. That is not what that was.
what it
You
was
were
then?
talking about, you were talking about teaching her the check.
Stop at the door.
The
door.
young
Like
white kids
Anybody.
from just
I don't care who it is. But them for sure.
Like
Don't feel
what?
like they get a pass. Cause you know we'll jump down on us. We gonna check us anyway off of GP. But we be like, oh, that job.
I think-
No.
Yeah. we ain't gonna, man. It's all love, man. We ain't gonna lead with hate.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
always
that's-
love, but we
That
gonna
what
we
I'm saying.
gonna
We ain't gonna lead with hate.
we ain't gonna lead with disrespect either, and we ain't gonna let you do it.
No, for sure.
We ain't gonna let
We
you
ain't
do
gonna
it.
leave no room for it either. Yeah, but it's definitely all love, like for sure.
Yeah, you gotta have a little respect, man. Gotta have a little respect.
Know what I'm saying? Though, you can't be putting thoughts in her head though.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If I don't put them in there, society gonna put them in there. Man, my baby be TikToking, bro. I asked her yesterday. I said, "How many TikToks you got?" I don't know. Every week she got a new one.
What account?
Yeah, and it ain't even new because when I click on it, she got almost 1,000 followers. I was like, "What is you doing?"
What you mean every week? What you taking it off every week or something?
Now her mama will take the phone from her, get it back to her. It'll be another account, but when I look at the video on the account, it might be from a year ago. Doing numbers too.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to monetize on the low. Now, when I figure out how to monetize, she can have the phone. Keep posting.
Man, it's the content era.
Cause your daddy broke.
It's all about great content for sure.
Yeah, we gonna get it
If you
right.
into that, I mean, for the people that's into that.
I had her making beats too. That morning. She was interested, but she wasn't really interested.
Okay. She did something though?
She put a line together. Shout out to these kids, man.
Oh, for sure.
We gotta do that one last summertime, man. We gotta bring our girls or something up here, let them co-host, man. I don't know. They go crazy. They go crazy.
Yeah, Boog home for sure.
They go crazy.
Boog home.
But
But
my-
Boog thinks she grown.
My baby said she went on the app and she tried to schedule her own interview.
Oh my God.
By the way, man, hey, if y'all got something going on, something entrepreneurialistic, that'll work.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think.
okay, cool.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
man.
It don't matter what you're doing, man. You writing books, you writing poetry, food trucks, restaurants, artists, you selling merch, you selling clothes, you got a brand, anything you pimping with, it don't matter.
It don't matter if you trying.
Trying. Come on up.
If you trying. You
Talk
know
to
what
her,
I'm talking
man.
about? Yeah, man.
We're going to not only interview you and see what you got going on, but we're going to see if what you doing benefit the community. And if not, we're going to find a way to get it to benefit the community. Because if we ain't got each other, we ain't got nothing. Understand me?
Nah, for sure. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean,
Check.
everybody, man. Everybody be a village.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Be a village, dog.
And I ain't going to say everybody got a role to play. I would say everybody can play a role. You ain't got to do nothing.
Nah, for
But
sure.
I mean, not doing nothing is
I mean, some
injustice.
people, perfect role is staying out of the way.
Yeah, some
You
people
feel me?
overdo it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes. I I mean, everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes you could be a
definitely
hazard. You could be a hazard to the community.
Well, that's just not your space. I don't want to make it seem like it's just negative. It's just not you. I mean, because in that sense, it's like you either gonna be what they say, you either building or destroying.
Yeah.
So sometimes just you know what I mean. If you ain't no builder, like I said, just stay out of the way. You know what I mean, and don't be malicious at all, or you know what I mean.
It happens though. People have to insert their 2 cents in a vending machine. And the reason why I say that, because a lot of times you insert your 2 cents, you ain't finna get nothing out of it. Just leave it alone.
I don't know, the vending machines don't take pennies, man.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The world don't either. So when you put your 2 cents in, you ain't getting nothing.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know where we at.
No,
right
I'm just saying, man. A lot of people be inserting their expert opinion into every situation, and it's, at the end of the day, it's like, who cares? I had to tell myself a lot of time, like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Especially when I be just speaking and reacting out of feelings instead of like having a valid point. It just
Yeah. It's somebody that, I mean, maybe it's somebody that care though. Just maybe. I mean,
it probably ain't nobody obligated to care but me.
no, for sure.
And I don't be trying to push my my thoughts and feelings and emotion on the world too tough. Well, I say my thoughts, but emotion, like if I'm mad, the world ain't gotta be mad. I'm mad. Yeah.
I mean, you definitely trying to push your thoughts onto the world.
A lot of folk do.
I mean, you here too.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we doing here today.
Yeah, my thoughts, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Because I feel like if everybody thought like me, the world would be so much better. Boy, please. It wouldn't be no problem.
I mean, the world would be a complete Bookie show. Like Bookie show. Like, I'm
What?
trying to like,
What does that even mean?
that ain't crazy.
No.
It'll be, we'll be in a world of trouble.
No, we in a world of
Man,
trouble
that would
now.
make the world so that would make the world so special now is that everybody different. You know what I mean?
Man, please.
Everybody, you don't want everybody to be the same. The world,
Everybody
the world gonna
really-
keep its own balance, dog.
Everybody really the same, if you think about it. If everybody wasn't the same, you wouldn't have people lined up when the video games come out. They wouldn't be lined up when the shoes come out.
Man, that's
they
still
wouldn't
be only fractions. You
But I'm
talking
saying
about
it's
8
big
billion.
fractions, though.
You're talking about 8 billion people. We might be at 10 billion people now.
It's big fractions.
He's talking about 10 billion people now.
All
So
right,
it's like,
okay, let's see. You got 10 billion people, 10 different regions, probably a billion of the people acting the same.
no.
Of course.
No.
Yeah.
So many. Everybody's so unique in so many different ways.
No,
Like, for sure.
everybody trying to be
I
the
mean,
same person.
not. Instagram show you that it's a bunch of followers out here.
That's what I'm
You
trying to
feel
tell
me?
you.
But
And more
that
followers
don't
than
make
be a leader.
that don't make the person not. I mean, you could be a follower and still be different. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, because you walk different. But you
Or
following
talk
the same
different,
thing.
or dress different, or
You still following the same thing. A lot of people be following clout. And that was like it's more clout followers than it is. You see what I'm saying?
provocative. Nobody knows what it means.
That it may
You know
be,
what I'm saying?
but at the same
It's
time,
provocative, dog.
it's just like when everybody wearing them big old hats with the red up under it.
With the what?
You know them hats with the red trim up under it. They ain't even know why they were wearing them hats.
Them buddy hats. Oh, Keith, what his name is? Keith James.
Yeah, some of these folk would keep sweat hats. That wasn't, you know how we do.
What buddy name is? That went out bad. That buddy. That's a black dude hat though. That's a black brand.
I get it. But a lot of folk hats come
Came up off the hat.
a lot of folk hat came
Got a
from
shop out there.
Smiley.
His shop out there in L.A.
A lot of folk hat
or
came
Vegas, maybe.
A lot of folk hats came from Smiley Flea Market. And they were just
Yeah,
wearing them because the
probably
red was up
different.
under it. That's what I be talking about. Like, if you're going to do it right.
I mean, Future started wearing the hats and everybody started wearing that. I mean, people just want to.
Be a part of something.
Yeah.
I get it. People want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
Be yourself, though. Being a part of nothing. Being a part of something, how a lot of folk go to jail. You feel
Nah,
me?
for sure. I ain't gonna.
Just be
Nah,
yourself.
for sure.
Hey.
I ain't got no argument with that statement though.
I just want to hang with y'all. No, man. Find your own self. Let them hang with you. That what that girl told me
Yeah,
about.
man, but you know, you can't. Don't be too hard.
No,
you
I ain't being
can't.
too
That's what I'm
hard.
saying. I have to tell you all the time, man. Ain't nobody harder on a nigga than a nigga, man. So
Man, check.
it's like
Funny
yeah.
story. I had a girl, we went to high school, I ain't gonna call her name. She inboxed me and she was like, yeah, you know, I used to be digging you and woo. I was like, why you never say nothing? She said, because you just seem so unapproachable. How you say it? Unapproachable. And I was like, why would you think that? And she was like, well, because some of the people you used to hang with, I think she was talking about y'all. You know, y'all were tough. I was smooth. She said, some of the people you used to hang with. I was like, wait, first of all, they hung with me. I ain't hang with nobody. Y'all hung with me, especially in school. But then,
Hey, I mean, you gotta tell yourself what you gotta tell yourself.
I gotta tell her that too. I'm telling the story. When it's your turn to tell it, you tell how you want to tell it.
Yeah, for sure.
But nah, I was just like, unapproachable. I went with all that. You know what I mean? I ain't never really been too big on the trendy stuff. If everybody going right, I'm going left. I had a period though. I had a period.
I mean, it's a blessing.
I had a period.
Be grateful for that. I'm saying be grateful for that capacity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
don't
a lot of folks ain't
overlook.
got it.
Yeah,
A lot of folks get it in time.
Don't
but-
overlook that. Yeah.
But I think too, because having an older brother is like some of the things that my friends my age was doing. I seen it with my brother and his friends, and by him being 10 years older, by the time my era was doing it, was like, oh, I've seen this already. It ain't really. Well, I think that kind of helped me stay focused on. It's just all entertainment at the end of the day. But I caught a period. I caught about 2, 3, 4, 5 years where I was, you know what I mean? I kind of lost my way. Came on back though.
Yeah. And we were definitely doing some shit that your
we
brother
doing
wasn't doing.
No, they wasn't. They wasn't like us, but we took it there.
So,
We took it there, boy. Fun times, boy. I wouldn't have changed it, boy. I would not change it.
shout out to the country, man. Shout out
To the country,
streets
man.
that,
Raised her, made her.
yeah,
Yeah,
her
man.
birth. Yeah, I ain't gonna say they made me.
Yeah,
Situation
yeah.
a little different. You feel me? But
Definitely. I ain't gonna say it definitely kind of
birthed me.
it
You know
definitely
what I
kinda
mean?
made
Definitely
me.
a lot of lessons and blessings and hard
Hard
times.
times.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, shout out to everybody dying now.
Yeah.
Boy, that's crazy, boy.
Shout out to him.
We gotta do a 2005 to 2012 episode, man. It's some stories, boy. Ooh, whoa. Ooh, whoa. Y'all just don't know. If you ain't never partied when D4L was out, you ain't never partied.
No,
If you ain't never partied when BMF was out, you ain't never partied, boy.
that definitely was a different time.
That was a different time.
That was probably the real club era.
That was about the
But
last stud.
I don't know, Doc. You know, I'm progressive, so I know. I mean, that's just our perspective of it.
Man, please.
I mean, some of young folk, these folk probably think, man, y'all ain't enjoying it like how we enjoying it. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all in there with them big T-shirts on.
This them right here. This they club experience.
What you
They
got?
in the club like this right
What
here.
you got going on? The folk probably be like, man, what y'all got going on in here?
But
You
we
know
was
what
in
I
that
mean?
thing. We
You
was
see
in-
what I'm saying? Like, oh, that what y'all thought was lit?
You got
And
motherfuckers dancing. You got folks.
no
in-
disrespect to really, because I mean that probably really that was like the BMF era.
Well,
So
the era, boy.
like
Shout
that
out
was
to 'em,
a
man.
different era too. I mean that when like Border Poppin' first really
Making it
took
rain
off.
for real.
yeah.
Before
but I'm
then,
saying
it was
the-
$5
these
table
people
dance.
after us. Like they probably spend way more money in the clubs and stuff nowadays.
But they emulate.
And earlier, I'm saying like think about in the disco day. You think what? You think the folk
What?
in the disco day in the real
It wasn't-
in the real nose beer era?
It wasn't freak
You know
nasty.
what I mean?
Like,
When them folk were
our
doing
era,
real
our era
nose
was
beers.
freak nasty. They era
right.
wasn't freak nasty like that though.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, we definitely had a time. Like, we had a time, but I don't know. It, like, I can see how some other generation probably thought they time.
Yeah, you ain't messing with
Don't
them 80s
compare.
now. You
You
ain't
feel me?
touching them
Like,
80s. But I'm
man,
saying, like,
folk
ain't
was
nothing
too
came after
crazy.
us. The 2000 about the last stud or the real turn.
And how we see it.
So you
How
gotta
we
think,
see it. But,
camera phone had just came out. Like you couldn't document all that.
right. And it probably
boom.
should have been documented.
Probably
more.
should have been. Think
You
about it.
feel me?
You
Like
got
they
the
getting the document there.
You got the
You feel
80s,
me?
the disco era with the cocaine. You got the 90s. That's the 90s was the 90s. Then you got the 2000s. That was like the synthetic stuff started coming in, and the music was just so different.
And that was all it was.
And
I mean, truth be told, it
drums
was like,
and music.
it was the synthetic. It was
Yeah.
like synthetic drugs were
fried,
different.
bro.
Like
It just
was
fried.
Man, it was different, man.
God.
But I can see how the people, I mean, from the cowboy era, probably thought, you know what I mean? They was in the, you know what I mean? Like,
What they were doing?
They were turning for some. They were turning for some. And
Yeah, it was, every era is something.
Yeah.
That's
and I mean, I can see
crazy.
how these people probably think,
Man.
and like they doing it, they probably think they doing it the best. You feel me?
Boy, you couldn't tell me. Now I'm talking about what it was. 32 Wednesday.
32 whenever 32 sad. 32, man, I ain't gonna lie, 32 was something different, man.
But I think
I'm
Dirty
talking about
Guana.
shout out, I'll be close to here. We were just talking about like the Reds. And,
Yeah. I don't know. I had better party experiences in Macon, man.
I don't know,
In
man.
Atlanta.
I ain't gonna lie, I went to the Velvet Room one night, man. Shout out to Velvet Room. It was like Velvet Room Sundays.
See, I ain't
Back,
do all that.
man, Velvet Room Sunday, they probably back 2000.
I ain't do all that. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of scared of the club.
7, 8,
When
you
I
know what I
first
mean?
moved up
Some
here.
crazy, yeah,
I
man.
was scared of the club. What that one you used to go to?
That one I know the city, like the city was different for real. You see what I'm saying? Like
What that one you used to go to on Campbellton Road? You say you ain't never.
The Voo.
Yeah, you say you
Man,
ain't never
they
go
didn't
till
bring
4.
Yeah, they nigga,
I'm
I
like,
wish they bring the
Voo?
Voo back, man. Shout
Well,
out
I'm
Deja
going
Vu,
to.
man.
I'm
The Voo.
rolling on
Blue
that
Ivy.
I hit
Blue
Blue Ivy.
Ivy.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah, like,
I
man.
like Blue Ivy,
Yeah,
boy.
shout out to the city for
Man,
sure.
you might see a dog fight,
I mean, all the after hours
strippers, a dice game, and fine dining at the top in Blue Ivy.
Now, you might be right about, the club area might be there. Because, I mean, now them spots, it ain't that many of them spots no more. Like, the after hour spots, them really, like, died out.
Yeah,
But that's
everything.
because people be tired now. I mean, less synthetic drugs.
Yeah.
As well.
But
People doing
everything
less
just
synthetic
so
drugs, and
everything's so blown up.
and you gotta be safe now. You see what I'm saying?
Gotta be
like
safe.
we becoming a little bit more violent. So it like
Yeah.
you can't be out here turning around.
Easier to stay at home, be alive.
Right.
And then like I remember somebody was like, we going to the bank on Bankhead.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $100 parking. $100 parking? Boy, you crazy. Who wants to spend $1,000 to party?
Everybody.
Shit, me.
Everybody want to spend $1,000
Boy, you
party.
crazy as hell. I'm
Up
going
here they
home.
do.
I'm going home.
I mean, up here they do for sure.
Going home.
Up here they do. They been popping it. Man, the
Man,
city
listen.
been popping it, man.
Macon,
The
Georgia,
niggas from up here been popping it. Like,
Fort Valley, Georgia, good 150. You got a good night.
probably have a foolish night.
A dumb night.
$4.59.
And still have some left over.
300. Like, we could go
Well, you
to
got
Dirty
300. It's
Guana.
up.
We go Dirty Guana, get a section.
Dirty Guana had little
Baller.
beds, the
Man,
fan with
I-
the spray in the water. They knew what was going on.
Man.
Shout out to Dirty Guana,
Probably
man.
spend about $400 in there, man. But, like,
King.
beside whoever on Love and Hip Hop this season.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever.
Oh.
So,
Shout out to
nah,
Money.
Making for sure.
Club Money.
Making was air.
Money.
No, money's
Mon-
for
hey,
sure.
man.
Like,
Money was one of my favorite spots
and,
down there.
the ones that know, and
Yeah.
like they're from anywhere. Like the one that know. I mean, yeah. Shout out
Hey.
Jesus, man.
Yeah,
shout
for
out
real,
Young, man.
I ain't gonna lie. We got into the VIP in Monday. You remember that night? Buddy thought we were BML.
Man, you got
We were BML.
it was a time where,
Yeah.
it was a time.
Hey,
You
boy.
know what I mean?
He thought I ain't saying we
It was
wasn't
time.
nobody, but he
Yeah.
thought we were BML. We let him think what Jesus say. If I ain't, let him think what I think. Yeah. Yeah, we had a good time that night.
Yeah, I had times.
That was
Shout
a
out
black,
Macon. Man,
that was
shout
a
out
black
City.
t-shirt era. See, they be making jokes now talking about the black forces. Man, we were there. We were there.
That one talking about black t-shirt,
Black
black
t-shirt,
forces,
black faucet.
black A hat.
Black A hat,
Nah, for
black
sure.
any hat. You ain't have nothing on it. It's black.
Man, black A hat.
It might be slugged up, mouth full of teeth.
My gold tee, man. You know what I mean? That was it. You know, that was, yeah, for sure.
On the synthetics.
Synthetic, for sure.
I remember partner, I ain't gonna call his name. You remember partner said he was gonna bite that bottom lip off?
I don't know that.
So his grill can show the whole time.
Oh.
You remember that?
I don't remember that one. He a fool for that.
Yeah, fool for that one, bro. What a time to be alive. Man. I wouldn't do it again, though. No.
I would.
I wouldn't. It was too much fun. That much fun was not supposed to be had.
I do it all again, though. I do it all again.
At 40?
Except like the prison parts of it.
Yeah.
Beside that,
Yeah.
I do it all again.
That where it take you to, though. You ain't careful.
Nah, for sure.
You be outthinking yourself, outthinking your moves. That's crazy. Speaking of, you said about chain gang, man. The numbers is a disproportion. You see what I'm saying? Like you can look at the ratio of crime that's perpetuated in this country versus the ratio of the residents that's in the chain gang and stuff, and it don't reflect what they say. The math don't math.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Before that go, I mean, we just got some catching up to do. We got catching up to do. I mean, of course, we niggas get railroaded, and you know, if you understand what that is, you know what I mean. Like niggas get railroaded, but at the same time, like niggas be unprepared as well, and everybody ain't, you know, everybody don't have the resources, support systems, or whatever. So you be out here young and thugging or whatever. Now you got going up with a public defender. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you end up like caught up in that system. You like the rate or the chance go up significantly. You know what I mean? For you to get caught up in that involvement though. Yeah. Versus the white folk, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I heard somebody say, like the first thing we probably need to do, man, is everybody make sure y'all gonna get some life insurance.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, let's start with that.
That's the wealth
Let's challenge everybody, like every black person to get some life insurance or something, you know what I mean, on that line. Just like, yeah. That's and it's the type, you know, I mean, put it, and let hope nobody die. You feel me? And you can borrow against it later or whatever. Yeah. You feel me?
Life insurance like a pistol. You rather have it than not have it.
Right. I mean, and then you want to get, I mean, even like some life insurance were wrong for death. It like you sue the party responsible be sued. Yeah. So it like they're gonna stop cop killings. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna stop. Because
you said something then now.
Nah, for real. It like, I mean, there's ways to, you know, to get on the offensive if you want to get right. You feel me? Yeah. But you know what? Let's say the man with the goal. So, you know, we got to get some gold first. Get some gold. Like, for real. Like, everybody. And don't say it ain't that bad. I mean, like.
I like that life insurance.
I mean, I'm guilty too. But I'm saying everybody need to get some life insurance. I mean, according to the rules, like, that should make an impact.
Man, shout out to homie, man. Shout out to homie, man. Brandon, BJ, Branton James. Shout out you, man. He pushing the life insurance, man.
Brandon James. Slot do be pushing the life insurance.
Yeah, we might have to get him up here to explain, break it down. Somebody, you know what I mean? Just somebody in that field to break it down, because this stuff we need to know.
Yeah.
You know.
No, for sure. I think that really, that's one of the things that really make an impact. Like, for the, as a race, in a way. And that's we got our life insurance numbers up.
I ain't gonna say that's the easy way, well, it is fairly easy. That's a simple way to create generational wealth, because you'll be able to leave something. Even if it's just enough
something. You
prepare to put you in the ground.
Yeah, you leaving something and you ain't putting your folks in no bind at the same time.
I ain't buying no fifth plate.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Because it like, you end up with fifth fries and candlelights. And go, you know what I mean? And balloon releases or whatever. And they're like, You know, everybody trying to scrape a few thousand together of whatever.
You gotta prepare for it.
And then like,
And you know, even from there,
like we got to start making them pay for a dime.
And from the
you
life,
feel me? We die, you pay.
Right.
You feel
and from
me?
the life insurance too, we got. And when you start having a little paper, you got to make sure you got a will too. There's a lot of people that had a lot of money and they died without a will, and their money get tied up in system, and their kids can't get it, and they have to go through all kind of litigation. That's crazy. You know, Bob Marley died in '81, but his kids ain't getting no money off his legacy till like the '90s.
Yeah, he just had a lot going on.
He had no will. But he was so trill. He said he ain't want no will because after he died, he wanted to know who was there for what reason. How you gonna know?
He had too much going on.
He was tweaking. He was tweaking. Bro tweaking. I love him to death, but he was tweaking. But yeah, man, you gotta have them finances together. Have your will together. And they say what's better than a will is a trust. I don't really know the details yet, but next week we gonna come. I'm gonna have the details on that trust for you because we need to know all this.
Yeah, we're gonna get somebody in here with some
that's knowledgeable
for sure.
about
incredible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We're gonna find somebody real credible. We're gonna and in truth, I mean, you know, it plenty of us out here on it and doing it. Pause. And doing it or whatever. Like that was crazy.
We own it and doing it.
Nah, that was crazy. That was wild.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Proceed.
Yeah, like the knowledgeable in that field. I mean, especially like a lot of. I know my Instagram full of young black women that with businesses and you know what I mean, insurance and credit and you know what I mean.
The women be on it.
Yeah. Just in the city alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Atlanta was a hell of a place, man.
Nah, it's unreal sometimes. It really is. I feel for everybody that live up here. I know y'all under immense pressure.
It ain't no pressure. I love it. Ain't no pressure, man.
Man, you shot. If you ain't so.
Hey, it's only pressure if you want it to be pressure.
Nah, this ain't for everybody, though.
But you know, we come, like we said, we come from an environment where it's different, but it's the same struggle, but it's a different struggling. You know what I mean?
And they're different, bro.
Like we were talking about what we grew up at, minus the killing. Our whole town, or at least a half a side of our town, might be Mechanicsville. You know what I'm saying? Like the same struggles of the people, but it wasn't no killing or nothing going on. So that's why we can come up here and adapt because we done seen all this. It ain't nothing new. But to people that come from, you don't think
it
so?
ain't the same.
Man, please.
I mean, like, we ain't slow. Like, coming from,
but
when you coming out of that particular little small town, like, you ain't gonna be slow. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't too many come from down there.
You're gonna have that same game. You're gonna have that same game, and you might be a little faster. Tell you the truth, coming from there, you know what I mean? But
I'm trying to
bro, it is different. Like
compared to what?
I mean, the bag's different. So the bag's different. So everything different. You see what I'm saying? Once the bag different, everything different. You see what I'm saying?
Really though.
Yeah, cause it even like you talking about like coming out like out of the trap or something like the boy probably, you know, the J's they were serving make way more than anybody J down there. You see what I'm saying? So it's automatically it's a different ball game.
I'm gonna tell you what even the feel though, cause these up here thinking these boys slow. I can get over on them quick.
Yeah,
but
I mean that was the one time, like coming from where we from.
Yeah.
It like you gonna be all right if you really know anything. You see what I'm saying? If you really were paying attention, you're gonna be all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can get it anywhere.
But bro, everybody ain't like that. You see what I'm saying? All these other little, it's a lot of other little small towns just like our little small town that ain't have that type of feel
the college would help us.
The college, and we had the college.
Yeah, they helped
so you already feel
it was there.
It there. So I mean, and we ain't trying to look slow to these folk.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
we adapted a lot of things. Yeah. And we
gotta keep up with them. We gotta keep them behind us.
Cause we can't. I was just about to say we had them slower than us.
Yeah, you gotta keep them
a lot of them came. A lot of them came to us thinking they were finna whoop the wham, but they ended up working with us or for us.
With the one, yeah.
But yeah, man. Hey, we about ran out of time, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been another real one. Hey, I like this. We went home with them one. I really, you know what I'm saying. going down that road and not having to drive down that road. It's a difference. But mentally, nostalgically, took me some places, and we touched on a lot of good stuff.
Shout out Macon too.
Yeah,
Man.
shout out Matt Time, man. Shout out Warner Rob and Fort Valley, Taylor County, Macon County, Dooley County, Chris County, all them county. Once again, shout out Larry Hoover. We congratulate you on getting your federal sentence commuted or whatever, and we hope you can have some fortune or whatnot, and some reverence with your state case. But got anything final words for the people, man?
Nah, for real. Man, everybody, man. If you're here, you're 100% against the hard day. Feel me? So
I like that.
I mean, give yourself some credit for it, man. Man, for real.
Pat yourself on the back.
Yeah.
Don't be so hard on yourself. All right, man. We gonna get up out of here. We'll see y'all back next week, man. Every Tuesday. Make sure you tune in. Download the app. Go to YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. TikTok.
Do everything. Tell you.
You understand me? Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah, tell your girlfriend, boyfriend,
Everybody.
whatever ship.
Understand me?
You in.
101 TKO Radio, man. People's Plug. This the program. We out of here.